going to thread up for a twin needle or double needle. You'll first want to take a look at the size of needle you have in your possession. This number is going to be very crucial because we're going to want to limit any decorative stitches down to a smaller size. So don't just be picking any stitch and going for it. We'll start first with a straight stitch. Now you can use a twin needle for a variety of things. You can use it for decorative stitches, which I'm going to show you. You can use it for pin tucks. You can use it to stimulate that double row of stitching you have on garments, and it will still have that stretch because the bobbin will turn out like a zigzag and will actually give you that little extra stretch. So start with one thread here, and we'll put the other thread on the flip up part here. And here's the thing, you're gonna take, oh, let me get my thread cap on there. Full cap. Okay, take your threads in your hand together. They're gonna come underneath that guide in the back as one. Now, here's the important part. You look right in here, there is a little tiny fin. It separates the two threads. Now, normally when you thread, you just lay it in there, you don't even think about it. But today, we use it. So you're gonna just take one thread in one hand. I'm gonna put my blue one on the right and my purple one on the left. And now I'll take them in my hand together and continue threading the rest of my machine, just like normal. Okay, take out your needle and put your new one in. This one happens to be a 2.5 double needle. Go ahead and make sure that goes all the way up. Now your needle threader will not work when you're threading this, so you're going to need to get down and close. I know we get so spoiled with the needle threader, we sometimes wonder what to do when we can't use it. Doesn't matter which of these threads goes in which one. So I'm going to just put the purple one over here on the right side and my blue one over here on the left. Of course, a Bernina foot is white back there where the number is, and that actually helps reflect some light up and through that hole. So you actually have a fighting chance to get that underneath. Take both your threads underneath your foot into the back just like you normally would. All right. Now, I'm going to just first start off by stitching a straight line of stitches just to make sure everything is threaded up the way I am expecting it to sew. Sounds good. I usually sew a little bit slower until I kind of build up my confidence that everything is good to go. But look at how fun this is. We'll just stop there. All right, so we got two colors going on, and you'll have your bobbin will kind of look zigzaggy on the back. That will give you that stretch on stretch fabrics, and you can buy stretch twin needles, so you can definitely use that really nice. So let's go ahead and even just a zigzag, if we pick stitch number 2, then we can go ahead and stitch. The default setting of this stitch is within the range. I'm going to show you how to do next. And you can lengthen these out. This is kind of fun. We'll just do a little kind of testing here. There we go. Boy, that almost looks like the popular chevrons that are going around right now. Isn't that fun? Okay, so we said that this was a 2.5 double needle. Your machine's maximum stitch width is 5.5. So what we need to do, if we pick a decorative stitch, let's do something fun. Let's do, oh gosh, it doesn't matter. One of my favorites is actually the gathering stitch, which is number 12. So 1, 2. Now, this does come up all the way at the widest setting. If I stitch right now, those needles are going to come off the edge of the foot and break my needle. One's on one side, one's on the other, done. So what I want to do is I want to stop, and I'm going to reduce the stitch width. It's a subtraction problem. So 5.5 minus the size of my double needle. So if you have a 2, it's going to be much smaller, that type of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce this down to 3. So 2.5. So 3 plus 2.5 would equal my total width. Now I can go ahead and stitch with confidence, that knowing that I'm not going to break my needle. Now, if you're unsure, take the hand wheel and turn it through a revolution of stitches going to the right and to the left, and see and make sure that you're not going to overstep your boundaries here. Now, every decorative stitch will look completely different depending on your double needle size that you are picking. So, isn't that fun? You really can have some fun with that. How about the, I call it the honeycomb stitch. This one's kind of fun. Once again, reduce down the stitch width. Here we go, all the way down to 3. And then we can sew. So remember when we talked about decorative stitches and you want to stitch them all out so you can really see what they look like? Well, here's another round. Put a twin needle in and stitch them all out. because you're going to have totally different stitches. If you do a triple needle, you can go ahead and put another spool of thread like on a thread stand. You could put a bobbin, wind a bobbin with your third color and set it underneath this and put your spool on top and they'll pull off the edge. You wind 3 bobbins up here and line them up. So if you only had one color of spool, you don't have to buy 3 spools. Just go ahead and wind some extra bobbins and have some fun decorative threads. Your variegated threads will really look neat when sewn out with a twin needle.